Sarah Fergani with your KINS 5 News Now. A driver hits a woman in a Walmart's parking lot, leaving her hospitalized in serious condition. Police say the woman was either on break or leaving work at the Walmart on Southeast Loop 410 near Grigsby Avenue when a driver hit her around 11 last night. Officers found her seriously hurt in the pickup area of the parking lot. Police say they believe the driver was drunk and arrested him. Changes to Fiesta are inevitable after 2 shootings in 2 years, with the latest being a deadly shootout in the historic Market Square. SAPD Chief William McManus posted on social media that starting next year, they will be checking bags and checking people for weapons during Fiesta de los Reyes. The chief did not detail how they will enforce the changes, but said they plan on meeting with Fiesta officials and city leaders to consider additional security measures. Council members are also responding.
We are not taking it lightly. We are going to really truly do a deep dive into how we can make this event safe for all families.
Vendors at Market Square say they're relieved that the city will do something. Pro-Palestine protests continue to spread across the country and Texas, with dozens more people arrested on the UT campus on Monday. The crowd of hundreds yelled as police used pepper spray and flashbang explosives to break them up. According to the Texas Tribune, more than 90 people were arrested on Monday. The UT Police Department said protesters' conduct on the South Mall of the campus violated multiple sections of the Texas Penal Code, and people would be arrested if they did not leave. Now, closer to us here, students at Texas State University in San Marcos joined the Gaza-related protests. The student-run newspaper, the University Star, reported the protests included a march and a sit-in. No arrests were made. A landmark verdict in the case of a woman killed by a deputy US Marshal in a drunk driving crash. 4 years later, the family attorney says a Bexar County jury has awarded her family $81 million. Jonathan Paul Jones was driving the wrong way in January 2020 on 1604 in Babcock when he slammed into 23-year-old Taylor McCown's car, pinning her inside. She died 2 weeks later. Jones was also convicted of manslaughter last year. New video of a chase and crash that led to a deadly shooting involving DPS. This video from social media on Monday shows part of the chase, then the end, and it was happening off of 1604 and FM 78, where DPS says speeds got up to 110 miles per hour. Here you see the black SUV slam into a white SUV before coming to a stop. DPS says troopers chased the man from Comal County when he refused to pull over for a traffic stop. Then things escalated when DPS says the man refused to follow commands.
Trooper made contact with the individual who continued to ignore commands. The trooper attempted to tase the suspect several times but was unsuccessful, leading to an officer-involved shooting shortly after.
All we know about the man shot and killed is that he was 38 years old. Meanwhile, one of the 2 people in that white SUV was taken to the hospital. We don't know the extent of her injuries. A helicopter crashes inches from a home in a neighborhood 30 minutes north of San Antonio. The Comal County Sheriff's Office says the pilot and passenger on board were killed when that helicopter crashed in the Lantana Ridge community in a Spring Branch neighborhood. The National Transportation Safety Board says the helicopter was a Hummingbird 260, an experimental amateur-built aircraft. The victims have not been identified. A call for justice as mothers of murdered children demonstrated outside public safety headquarters Monday night.
We want justice. We might not be police officers, we might not be detectives, we are mothers.
These unsolved cases have gone months, even years, without any arrests. Stephanie Solis says her son Ethan Martinez had just turned 15 when he was gunned down in their Southwest apartment complex this past December.
I'm so frustrated, so angry, because Ethan had a ton of friends and they've all provided information. Multiple people have called to provide information to, clarify who it was. Like, what more do you need to put somebody behind bars?
Families told us that each of their cases represent killers walking free in our city. A trend in the U.S. shows more and more students are choosing trade skill jobs after high school instead of going to college. The high cost of attending a university and the looming threat of artificial intelligence are 2 big reasons why more Gen Zers are turning to blue-collar jobs right out of high school.
With trades like construction and even welding, they can go straight into the workforce and make a lot more than they would in even going to college and getting a 4-year degree in some situations.
When you graduate with that 4-year degree, that value proposition has become a little bit more diluted, and there's not the types of jobs that we had come to expect, and so people are shifting more to the trades.
And for links to some of the highest paying blue collar jobs, check out that story on KENS5.com.